Lagos to Onitsha, the massive outrage as GUO Motors claims that the bus that was attacked by the kidnappers was empty. Empty as how? Empty as how? So the driver was just driving on the expressway, carrying no passengers. Where is he going to? So GUO will carry empty people. What kind of lie is that? People saw how people were being kidnapped, how the driver was shot, and you are telling us that the bus is empty. What's wrong with us in this country? What is wrong with us in this country? The Nigerian digital space is currently in an uproar as Lagos to Onitsha trends following a controversial official statement from GEO Transport Co. regarding a deadly weekend attack. On Sunday afternoon, gunmen reportedly ambushed a GEO vehicle along the Okada-Benin stretch in Edo State, opening fire in a violent assault that claimed the life of the driver. While the tragedy of the driver's death is undisputed, a massive divide has emerged between the company's version of events and harrowing reports from the ground. In a formal statement released by management, Godwin Ubaka Okeke, GEO Motors labeled the incident an armed robbery, maintaining that the Toyota Hiace bus was being dispatched empty from Lagos to the Onitsha Park. You will dispatch an empty bus. That's a very big lie. That is a very big lie. You will dispatch a bus empty from Lagos to Onitsha. Why? It was an armed robbery. Armed robbery, na make them shoot the driver. Bam. Can you imagine? What kind of lie is this? However, this claim has been met with immediate and fierce skepticism from the public. Reports from family members and local sources suggest that the bus was far from empty, alleging that several passengers were abducted during the chaos and are now being held for a staggering 50 million naira ransom each. They're supposed to sue GEO for this because I don't understand what you mean by your bus was empty. People did a live recording of what was going on in the front, and you're telling us that it was empty. The backlash against the transport giant has been swift, with many Nigerians describing the company's empty bus narrative as highly insensitive. I'm telling you, what kind of rubbish is that? Critics argue that the statement seems designed to shield the company from corporate liability by ignoring the existence of the kidnapped victims entirely by saying that the bus is empty. So that means they did not kidnap anybody. They just spied only the driver. They must be very sick. Very, very sick. They are supposed to be sued by families of people that have lost their family members. What kind of talk is that? What kind of talk is that? Choosing only to commiserate with the family of the fallen driver, the omission has sparked a heated debate over the safety and accountability of major transport lines operating on high-risk corridor. I mean that I used to think that GEO is like, I love GEO transport a lot. And now look at the rubbish that they are saying. Some industry observers have pointed out a possible middle ground, suggesting the driver may have engaged in attachment or illegal loading, picking up passengers outside of the official terminal against company policy. If the bus was officially logged as empty at the Lagos Park, the management might be reporting based on their internal manifest. Nevertheless, the cold tone of the communication has failed to pacify a public that feels the lives of the reported passenger have been disregarded in a bid to manage the brand's image. Is a lie. They did not send an empty bus from Lagos to Abuja. Is a lie. Now the driver is not alive to probably defend himself. Can't they just change their system and say, they dispatched an empty bus and try to lie on the driver that he carried passengers on the road? But he's not here to defend himself. GEO is definitely lying. I don't want to believe that they will send an empty, when they can make money. Do you know how much they will make? If they carry passengers. So, of course, it's going to Abuja, you're dispatching it to Onitsha. Fine, it's okay. But you now leave it to go empty. That's a very big lie. A very big lie. Nevertheless, the cold tone of the communication has failed to pacify a public that feels the lives of the reported passengers had been disregarded in a bid to manage the brand's image. As the Okada-Benin Road remains a flashpoint for insecurity, the pressure is mounting on both the transport company and security agencies to provide clarity on the actual number of people currently missing. It is well. Amatola says, are we sure the sling driver did not illegally pick random passengers? And that's the narrative we people want to push now. Because of course, the driver is not alive to come and say, no, I didn't do that though. He carried random passengers on his way to Onitsha. And is it even economical for the transportation company to dispatch an empty bus? Now you are talking. Is it economical for them to send an empty bus from Lagos, where people are traveling every blessed day? Every day people are traveling. So you now take your bus when you're supposed to use it to make money. You now dispatch it empty. That lie is not entry. It's not entry. Is it economical for the transportation companies to dispatch an empty bus to Onitsha, unless of course there is a request for a distress bus with stranded passengers along the route that he wants to go and assist? Exactly. And it is not possible that they don't have a GUO bus in Onitsha that they can dispatch to go and carry stranded passengers. Why would they send from Lagos all the way to Onitsha? They are lying. They are lying. Osvaldo says, nobody wants to shoulder responsibility. Everybody shifting blame. What is the hope for common masses? So, as I no get money, enter flights, make I no travel, all because of bad government that can't control insecurity transportation. Price so high, now insecurity everywhere. And who do we offend? It is well. It is well. At Muyiwa Bella says, let's see passengers logbook. You want to see passengers logbook. People are telling you that, they sent an empty bus. You think that they will not go and hide the logbook? You think they will not go and hide the logbook? The response from the park manager and the people in their park in Lagos, they know that knows the driver. If all the affirmations are true, then some certain individuals are plotters to rob off the driver, the vehicle, to create problem for him. He's already gone now. He has already lost his life, so he can't even be here to even say, let me defend myself. This is Nigeria. You can't just give us fake news to keep our mouth shut. Also, all the happening, people knew everything. But if someone talk, then a hectic problem for such a person. Cesar Mark Elias says they have used GEO Nigerian politicians. We know them now. After now, he will buy more motors. It is well. My listeners, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.